Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today I just have another WWE figure bundle mail opening. This time I think it's all, or at least mostly, elites. It's a pretty cool bundle. It's one where I've like paid a fair bit for it, but you know, there's a lot of good value in here. Now, I know we're still forgetting about the action figure stuff on the channel a little bit. Doctor Who week I probably should have given up on. That has gotten some decent views over time, but it was a whole mess. I was so behind already with content I wanted to put out that I probably should have just scrapped it. And then I just flooded it with videos, and to be honest, I only uploaded about half the Doctor Who miniatures stuff, so the rest of that's gonna have to follow at some point. There's a grey hair there. Was that grey hair? It looked like it. Honestly, we're just so far behind now. We've got a Pokemon pack opening to do. We've got the rest of the Black Lanterns. We got this mail. We got another Yu-Gi-Oh mail opening. That's just to catch up. We've got a Yu-Gi-Oh pack opening still to edit. I'm sure there's another thing I need to edit, and then there's some videos that have just been waiting to go out anyway, like more character decks and stuff. I've just dropped the scissors. Good thing I didn't drop them on my toe. It's all coming at a very busy part of life as it is anyway, but we're hoping to get on top of it soon. One thing that's been setting us back the past couple of days is a huge announcement for the channel that will be coming soon. It's great, it's a huge thing, but it hasn't all been sunshine and roses, I'm not gonna lie. There's still setbacks. We haven't even finished it yet, haven't sorted the whole thing yet, and I don't know when it'll be sorted. That could drag on for a long while, but hopefully not. It's already taken longer than I kind of wanted, but hopefully it'll all be fine. It'll be sorted soon, and then we'll do a video talking about that. But for now, I can only apologize to the people that are only watching for, you know, figure videos or wrestling figure videos specifically or anything. But we got one now, and I can't really remember what's in this. I remember one thing off the top of my head, which is a Tugboat Elite. And other than that, I've just forgotten altogether. But a Tugboat Elite is not bad. Following on from the last mail opening as well, when that thing went wrong with that referee figure, I didn't complain. I know, I'm too kind. I'm just too kind. I look back at the listing and you could kind of see that the head was blue tacked on. I think you're still well within your rights to complain, but in the end I thought, you know what? I can't be bothered, and there's still plenty of money in it, so screw it. First of all, we have a Daniel Bryan Elite. Nobody say anything about this head. That's in okay condition. A bit dusty on the boots. Chipped nose. Nose tends to be the first thing that gets damaged, but it seems to happen on Daniel Bryan's more often than anyone else. So that's pretty cool. It's not bad elite. There's maybe like a tenner in it. We've got a Randy Savage. His torso's a bit loose, but it's not really my problem. I'm just selling it on. It's actually a really nice Randy. Kind of an underrated one. Like, you know, this is kind of like a white noise Randy Savage where you just kind of know that it exists. But, I mean, when you actually look at the detailing on it and everything, it's really, really nice. I would be tempted to keep this, actually, if the... I mean, that torso joint isn't bad. You know, arm swap the double jointed elbows on there and, you know, you're good to go. Yeah, don't know. Doubt it. Probably just sell it. Oh yes, there's a really, really cool gem in here that I've just uncovered there. So we've got a Sheamus Elite. This is actually the exact same one that I use in DSW. Not really by choice, just by, you know, that's the one I happened upon and I never bothered buying another one. I did put his greatest hits figure on my Christmas list, I believe, so we'll see if anyone picks that up. But yeah, it's just as marked as most Sheamus figures, if not more so. You know, there's marks all over him. It'll be fun to clean up, I guess. Probably be a few pounds in that when it sells. Next, we have an absolute gem. We have an Iron Sheik. I do already have one of these. Already have one for sale, in fact, as well. But I haven't been too bothered about selling it because I'm weird. And it came with a Nikolai Volkov, and I don't want to split it up from the Nikolai Volkov because I'm weird. Even though I want to keep the Volkov and I don't want to keep the Sheik necessarily. But he is a big player in my Fed as well. So, you know, it really wouldn't hurt to keep it. And actually, I think this one's in better condition than the other one. Obviously, I'll have to stand them side by side. But the other one has what I like to call a buckled knee, which you can kind of see there in that you see this leg is like more curved than the others. I should say. He's only got two legs. Yeah, the other one has kind of like that, but like worse. So, like, let's say it's like that. It's not great. It's not a big deal, but yeah, obviously the joints are what we're kind of after. The head is really good too. Really good condition there. Yeah, really, really nice. Not bad at all. I think this bundle was like £40, and we're looking for at least 20 for a Sheik. So, you know, that's a good start. That being said, I probably will keep one in reserve now because I'm weird enough to not want to split up the Sheik and the Volkov, but also the Sheik that I bought for my Fed, an all too common problem is that I then get attached to the figure and I don't want to damage it, so I don't want to use it so for the purpose that I bought it for. So yeah, there's a stunt double if we need it. Next we got a Baron Corbin. Not bad. Definitely a guy I probably would have had in the Fed like a few years ago when I had fewer elites and stuff, before the shop, before we just had like access to so much stuff and so many things came out. He's just the kind of guy that you know, wouldn't really have a place in my Fed nowadays, but it's a nice enough figure. It's got the tattoos all up the arm, etc. Got the nice End of Days and King Corbin decals on the side there. There's the End of Days. No, there's the King Corbin, there's the End of Days. Yeah, it's a pretty cool figure. Interestingly, they kind of grained some like you know, like stubble on top of his head. Ab joint is a bit loose there. What else do we have? Oh, we got a Y2J. Now this is nice. This is an awkward era of Chris Jericho's, because a lot of these were really nice. Like, look at that. That's just a bit different, isn't it? Like, it's very subtle, but when you actually look for like the yellow lines and all that kind of stuff, it's just really, really nice. And then the yellow goat symbol on the back, really cool. Actually, a very nice figure. I am happy with my Chris Jericho. I think this is maybe being arm swapped, because they're basic arms, right? They look like basic arms. I mean, I know there are some elites that have this kind of hidden elbow kind of joint. Like, I know Jinder Mahal and stuff like that have them, but I don't think a Chris Jericho ever got them. But I don't know everything, so maybe. Yeah, really nice. Kind of happy with my Jericho, though. Very similar era, actually. Festival of Friendship era, one that I already have. We've got a Kevin Owens elite. Again, cool enough figure, nice enough. Probably make a few pounds. I do like the Kevin Owens show, kind of like, you know, shirt, etc. It's kind of cool. In for a penny, in for a pound, we've got an AJ Styles elite that I already have in the shop. Yep, not a whole bunch of money in that. And then we have another AJ Styles elite. However, I've never had any trouble selling this one. I don't know what it is, but I listed one for more than other people had them listed for once, and it sold. And it's still one of my fastest selling listings ever on eBay. It sold in like, well, under an hour, with a money in the bank briefcase as well, selling just in the same sort of speed. This is also the AJ that I have. It's not necessarily the AJ I would want, but it's second best, third best after the Ultimate Edition now. This is not an era of Sheamus I care for at all. Like, that's just not, it's not for me. But, and the torso joint's a bit loose. I don't really have a lot to say about this. I'm not a huge fan of this look. He's got a bit of muck on the legs. Maybe we'll just do a pure Sheamus fig bath. We got a Brock Lesnar. Now, this is the same Brock Lesnar that no, actually, this is slightly different. This is how my Brock Lesnar looked, because I got one, swapped this head onto it, and then swapped these arms onto it from a different Brock Lesnar. So I guess this was the Brock Lesnar I wanted. Oh no, I used the elite without the dick sword. So yeah. So this is more or less the Brock Lesnar I was using, but it isn't. It doesn't have the garbage tattoo. In the end, I decided to disassemble that figure and just sell the individual bits. Sold the Brock Lesnar basic I used for the head and arms the other day, and we'll just be listing this one as well. Not in the greatest of condition, but it doesn't really matter all that much. It's got loose torso, loose legs, a lot of marking, very loose waist. Yep, I'll probably get about a tenner for that. Speaking of a tenner, here's one that I'm really disappointed by recently. I went to sell off a spare one of this and found out that a tenner is more or less all you can get for this, and it's the Elite 19 Zack Ryder. This one's filthy, way dirtier than any of the other figures we've seen in this bundle. This one's really, really dirty. In the end, I've just decided that for the sake of a tenner, I'd rather keep the second one for the same reason as the Iron Sheik thing I was on about earlier. If the one I'm keeping gets damaged, at least I have a spare. It's not my favourite Zack Ryder figure, but it seems to be the only one that I come across. And I'm a bit disappointed that it's so low now. I've sold these in the past for much more than a tenner. Yeah, it is what it is. You know, that's the game, I suppose. And the final thing, I think it's the final thing. There might be some more stuff. Oh yeah, there is some more stuff. We haven't even seen that tugboat elite I mentioned earlier. Of course, there's more stuff. This is one that I ironically actually put off buying back when I first restarted DSW, because it was in Wilco's. And it was £16, and I thought that was absurd at the time. This isn't long ago, this is 2018. I thought that was absurd at the time, because B&M and Home Bargains always had elites in for like £8, £10. And I kind of wish I'd bought this at the time, And as you might be able to hear, the waist is pretty loose. But yeah, this is otherwise someone I would have kept, but I don't think I will. He's got a loose arm, he's got a loose waist. I would definitely like one of these, but I don't think I'm going to keep this junkyard dog. As you can see, he didn't even stay straight there when I held him up. But yeah, really, really cool. Spin around action. Spinning arm action too. Really good condition though cosmetically. There's a bit of markings, etc., but it's not a whole bunch of much. There's nothing really on his torso. There's a little mark on the back shoulder, yeah, and the white trunks are a little bit messed up. The thump is still intact. His head looks great. A little bit of hair worn away, but otherwise looks really good. Should still be a decent earner, even if I'm, you know, not happy to keep him. I mean, just look at that. Like, how am I going to animate anything with that? Like, you know, he goes down, and you want to pose him. I mean, the waist is it's actually staying in position, but that arm's terrible. This one surprised me again. I put off buying it. Oh, this is going to be a good fig bath one. Look at how filthy his knees are. How do you even get dirt in there? Kids baffle me. This isn't in the best of conditions. Maybe disregard everything I was about to say. This is another one I didn't get around the junkyard dog era because these were in Home Bargains and B&M, and I just thought I didn't care that much. And then a few years later, my ex found one in a charity shop, and I took that one. It's a weird story, actually. There was 2 in-box tugboats in different charity shops, different bits of town. Very weird. But yeah, this is better elite than you would think. However, this is not in the best of conditions. There's a lot of paint wear. There's a lot of filth between the knees. We're definitely gearing up for a fig bath here. This and the Zack Ryders and the 2 Sheamuses. But other than that, I think we'll clean it up and it'll still be alright. It'll still be better than I expected back when these were like £8 in B&M and Home Bargains, and now it's like actually fairly expensive. Well, it's probably less now because of like the greatest hits re-releases and stuff like that. But you know, yeah, it'll still be alright. It'll definitely be a satisfying cleaning video anyway. Undertaker. And this is like the same Undertaker as the one I did a fig bath on before, where it had black crap all over it. I couldn't believe I actually saved it. And then I've actually kept it because I was so happy that I'd saved it. It looks in good nick. Bit of marking on the torso, and I don't think this is his coat. The tattoos look pretty good. Under there, the arms, the joints seem fine. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Jesus Christ, we got another layer under this. Wow, I thought we were winding down. Okay, so we got a Boneyard Undertaker as well. Yeah, not my favourite Undertaker, but, you know, some people like it. Someone will buy it. Legs are very, very loose. Otherwise, cosmetically in really good condition, though. You know, the head's all there, the arms are all there, the legs are just terrible. When I said in for a penny, in for a pound about the AJ Styles, that isn't really what I meant. What I meant is that they grow on trees. So here's another one. That's awful. Like, that's terrible. Like, 10 a penny is what I meant. Yeah, okay. Yeah, not the most interesting AJ there. Chin is a mess, and then the baby blue tights are a mess too. Not a fan. Then there's another one of these. How many AJs did this kid have? Yeah, again, just the same things as earlier, but with a looser head. And finally, we have 2 that I probably would have kept when I was a bit younger, but again, there's just so many people in the Fed. I'm so far behind what I want to do. And one of them has a ponytail broken off. And they don't have any accessories and so on. So we probably won't be keeping these Fashion Cop Breezangos. Especially with that action going on there. Fashion Popo on the back. A lot of paint wear. Yeah. Tyler Breeze has lost his ponytail. Fandango's lost the ability to stop gyrating. We won't be keeping those. So yeah, no keepers there as it turns out, but make sure there's absolutely nothing else in there. But a lot of really cool stuff that will be pretty cool to list and definitely pretty cool to sell. And that's everything for this video. Like I say, there's a lot of other things to come on the channel, hopefully soon. But I'm still going to be busy doing other things, so don't know really. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video and it's your first time on the channel, please do like, comment and subscribe, and check out the mail opening playlist in the end screen for more. And I really do appreciate you guys joining me. So thank you all for watching, and goodbye.